Welcome back, rivals. This is Xonia, and you are in the zone. Today we're going to be doing our 5 ELO matches. So, let's just get straight into it today. You can watch my other video if you want any of the other updates, and I'll put a little link up to that up here as well. Alright, I'll also add the kind of skipping ahead. If you don't want to watch me make the deck, then I'm going to be making the deck now. So, you can go ahead and skip that by clicking the tab or the link up here. Alright, so we got to figure out what we're going to be doing this week, and so for our deck, we've already finished Skills, we're already on the final one for Piranhas. I am still on the same one for Hurricane, I'm still on the minus life, so we don't want to do that again. For uppers here, we do have the final one, which is block 500 or 150 damage. Good lord, I'm glad it's not 500 damage. 150 damage, so maybe we'll go ahead and do that. Put some DR for uppers. That'll be a really nice pain for a lot of people to have to pill over. And then we can go ahead and go here with the Riots, block 40 damage. I guess we'll go ahead and do more DR with that, or maybe we'll just go ahead and do a straight up uppers deck. So actually, I think instead of doing that, why don't we go ahead and do a budget Riots deck, since I have not done a budget Riots deck yet, and why don't we go ahead and do budget Riots and then a DR uppers deck. So let's go ahead and get started then. So for uppers, we're going to do whatever we want to. I'm already got my stuff ready here, so I'm going to go through and just find all of the DR cards. So we got Bert here. Bert, an excellent 3-star DR. Maybe not the best card in the world, but not bad either. Got Gina Glit. Absolutely horrible card. Never want to play her in your life unless you are doing a minus damage mission. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and throw her in there. My daughter is having fun, causing lots of trouble right now. So if I pause speaking, it's because she is literally trying to destroy and kill everyone in the house at the current moment. We've got Jody here. Jody, again, not the best 4-star, but we got DR, and that's what we're looking for. We've also got Lady here. Oh, I already had Lady in the deck. We'll go ahead and put her back in. I have to wait for the whole thing to go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, not possible. Got it. Alright. We got Lady. We could use Lady. Also got Maurice. Maurice is a much better option. We'll probably pull Lady out because Lady is 5 stars, which is never a good time for DR. We'd like to try and avoid that if possible, even though Alexandria worked out quite well last week. So obviously it's not always a bad thing, it's just probably not the most preferred way to get things done. And I believe that that is it for DR. Yep, because everybody on the second page has absolutely nothing to do with DR. So let's go ahead and take a look at the deck right now. Okay, so we got 5 going for us, but before we get into that, we need to go ahead and go to a Riots and figure out which Riots cards we are going to be using. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me zoom over here. Alright, so we've got our Riots open, and we're going to head over here to the market. And here in the market, our goal is just to look at the Riots cards and find everything that is under 2,000 clicks. Alright, so let's take a look at the cards that we've got going for us here. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and put in pretty much everything that I think is going to look okay. Let's just look at what cards we have here. So we've got Kenji Noel, which I'd rather not use. Kenji, not bad, but not the best, I would say. Geo, again, not bad, very good 2-star that you could use. Harmonia has got her missions, so maybe I will throw Harmonia in there because of the missions that she has. We'll see though. Violet, not bad, but very niche against other Pilmanip. Molder, again, not bad, but SOA is really going to ruin his day. Bergart, actually not a bad little card. Replay, Decouture, Norma. Let's see if we've got any more on the next page that we can run. Again, 2,000 is the absolute maximum we can run here. And it looks like our next lowest is Alexandria, so we are only going to have 1 page to choose from here for Riots, which is a bit unfortunate. I guess for that, then, we need to decide what we want to do with our other half of the deck. And, okay, well, let's not gonna run in between the deck and that as well. So if we just assume that we're gonna be using, we're not going to be using Lady because Lady is a big 5 stars. If we just use the other ones, then that's Maurice, Bert, Gina Glit, and who's the third one? Who's the third one? Why can't I remember now? Oh, Jody. So that's another 4. So 4 and 4 is 8. 3 and 3 is 6. Which is going to be 14, which means that we only get 11 for our Riots half, which is unfortunate. We can't even get any DR in because none of these are DR cards. But if we've got 11 among 4, that means we usually can't get more than a 3. Well, we could have fun with some of these, I guess. Well, anyway, because we want to do fairly well, I guess Mulder is not a bad choice. Berghardt is going to be able to bring a lot of hurt as well. Replay could be fun. So could Violet, Harmonia, Geo, Kenji, Noel. Alright, well let's just throw a bunch of those in for right now. Okay guys, so here we've got Bert, Gina Glit, Jody, and Maurice, which is again going to run us 14 stars, which means that we've only got 11 to go between all of these. And I want to try and get you guys a decent half deck. We don't have any SOA, so I think we're gonna go ahead and keep Harmonia, not only for the mission but for the SOA as well. So that's a nice 2-star we've got here. Geo, while it is copy power and damage up, there's just so many chances for him to not do that well, and since we are going into ELO, probably going to end up split damage cards where he probably will not be worth it quite as much, so I'm going to go ahead and pull Geo out. Replay can work in certain situations. Let's see, so for 2 stars, if we go with Harmonia and Violet, or Harmonia and Kenji, then out of our 11, that's 4 more, which leaves us with 7, which means that we can fit a 4 and a 3. The Couture is a really good 4-star card, being able to hit 7, 8, lots of damage, revenge, so you can choose when you go. So that's really good. And then we're going to have to choose between Mulder, Berghardt, and Replay. So I think if I have to choose between Kenji and Violet, I don't know, canceling the pill modification could come in handy, but I really like this plus attack. The thing is we don't really need it if we've got all these uppers, but if we don't draw our uppers half, it'll be a problem, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and pull Violet out, just because I don't see pill manipulation as being something that's a huge thing to look out for. And then I guess if it's going to come down between these 3, I'm going to pull Replay out, even though Replay is the most solid at 8-4 with the protection power. I would rather get a little more damage in there, especially since we've got this beautiful DR half, which means that, you know, we're going to benefit a lot more from the high damage cards. And so because of that, Mulder's got that high min and gets absolutely wrecked by SOA, even more so than Berghardt, I would say. So we're going to go ahead and stick with Berghardt, De Couture, Harmonia, and Kenji. Should put us at 25. So our deck this week is going to be Berghardt, De Couture, Harmonia, Kenji, Bert, Gina Glit, Jody, and Maurice. Alright guys, so let's see how this does, and let's get into it. Okay guys, so we've got 93 players on right now. You see we're 1,000 ELO, nothing since last week. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first match. Well then, that's an interesting name. I'm not going to read that one out loud. Level 31 from Canada. We got Cutie, Sea Dusk, Siblia, and Exodus. versus our DeCouture, Kenji, Gina Glit, and Jody. So we've got our 2 DR. Unfortunately, Gina Glit is going to be no use whatsoever, and Jody no use whatsoever versus Exodus or Siblia. I have to lead first, which means he's also going to be able to play Exodus second round, so we've got to look out for 2 turns of complete trouble. So here we're not going to see a lead off with Sea Dusk or Exodus, most likely. We're not most likely going to see Cutie either. It's going to be a Siblia start, and that means that unfortunately, Gina Glit's going to do us no good, Jody's going to do us no good, DeCouture does not have the Revenge, and Kenji does not have Reprisal. So this puts us in a very bad situation. We definitely do not want that poison getting to us, but Kenji is really the only move that we have here, unless we're willing to sacrifice a whole lot more. So Siblia 5 pill would be 40. I guess we'll go ahead and go to 42, and if we can gain 1 back, that will still not put us too bad off pill-wise. We will still be in a good bit of trouble, but we may actually see 6 pills from Siblia because of the defeat recover 2 out of 3. It just makes more sense to go to 6 because you're going to get the same amount of pills back as 5 or 6. Or end up with the same amount at the end. The only difference is if you win, then you would have 1 less pill. Otherwise, it just makes a whole lot of sense to see a 6 pill. I probably should have played 1 more with Kenji because of that, but so be it. There is Siblia, predictably. It might only be a 3 pill though. Who knows? And there's a 6 pill. Alright, so that's my own fault for not doing that. I'm so used to calculating for the 5 pill now that just completely spaced. The Vortex makes a lot more sense with 6. So, let's see. Probably gonna see Exodus next. We could save Exodus. It is very possible to save Exodus for later, but yep. And now that he's just got all of this damage at us, that's gonna stop DeCouture from being able to do anything. You know, I'm gonna see if we can get some fun in here with Gina Glit, because Gina Glit's only 3 stars. So unless he has also played, he's gonna have to play at least 2. Okay, he went to 11, so that's alright. So be it. The reason it doesn't really matter if Exodus wins this round is because we've got poison on us anyway. And there's no way that we were gonna win with Gina Glit. So the problem is we wasted those 2 pills. Could have just let him have 2 more pills behind. Put us in a lot better situation for later. So now that we've got our revenge, we can really look at coming back here with the DeCouture. 8 and 6 is going to be 48. We're going to have to go all in order to stop that, which is probably what he's going to do, because then he's going to get all of his pills back and then come at me with Cutie. That was a smart thing to do. At this point, there's no reason to do anything else, because I won't be getting that 1 back. I guess he could 0 pill and then just hope that I didn't 2 pill with the DeCouture, but this really is a kind of a 50-50 situation, and if he tries to go all in, that's going to do him a lot more good with Sea Dusk, because why would you do that? I guess he's just played 0. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine, because I think he would have been able to get me anyway, right? So it's going to be 48. 38. No, I could have gotten him if I'd have 0 pilled or 1 pilled DeCouture. See, that's a really risky thing he just did there. It's much better to play Sea Dusk and go all in, because then if he wins, he's won, and if he loses, he's still won. Whereas in the case of a 1 pill on Cutie or a 1 pill on Sea Dusk, if he loses, he could still lose the whole game. And so it makes a lot more sense to have that kind of situation with Vortex to just go all in. Doing anything else is risky and a little foolish, but it doesn't matter because he'd already won the first 2 rounds, and I was pretty much dead anyway, so good game. Level 31 from Canada. Alright, so we're down to 988. Let's move on. We're 0-1. See how we can do in our second match. Good news is we did get some DR in there with Jody, so that's a bonus. Oh! Nobody wants to play me. Except for my daughter. That'll be an easy win. Because she would just time out. Alright. Viskin, sorry if I got your name wrong. Level 122 from France. We've got all Fang Pai Kling here. Big FPC, Futoshi LD, Ichiko, Shifu, and Tomoe versus our Bergheart, Harmonia, Bert, and Gina Glit. So we got our SOB here in order to cause a little bit of trouble here at the beginning. I don't really... There's no way for him to stop my Gina Glit later anyway. So honestly, it's probably a pretty good idea just to throw Bert with nothing. And normally I would actually try and win this, but since I really want the DR in order to do the mission, I'm going to play 0. He's probably only 2 or 3 pilled. This is a 1 pill. Alright. See, I would have definitely thrown more if I were not doing this DR mission. Like, there's no reason to 0 pill there. You want to at least force him to play 1 pill. And I probably would have played a total of 3 pills. So, it's unfortunate, but so be it. That's the way things go. So what do we want to do next? One thing we got to watch out for is Ichiko here. That's going to cause us a lot of trouble, so we're probably going to want to try and avoid that. But there's really no way to do that at this point. However, one thing we can do is we can throw Gina Glit. And I guess the fun thing is we can at least force 1 pill from the opponent this time. Because he's probably not going to want to take 8 damage or risk taking 8 damage. And he only needs to play 1 pill in order to pretty much guarantee that. We may actually see 3 just to make sure that he doesn't get completely destroyed. Maybe he'll be really brave. Oh, man, really? See, this DR mission is just killing me here, guys, because I totally would have tried to play a little more tricky if I didn't really want this DR. But the good news is we just got 7 DR off of that mission, so that's what we were looking for. That's what I was looking for, at least. So here we got Futoshi LD, and the problem is just that I'm basically not going to be able to beat Ichiko. That's going to cause me a whole lot of trouble, and almost no matter what, I'm pretty sure this game is over because I cannot do enough in order to stop Ichiko from just absolutely wrecking me. Too bad. Alright, well. Yeah, this game is pretty much over. Alright, well, good game, Viskin. You're lucky I was here with my DR, otherwise I totally would have tried to destroy you. And probably would have succeeded. Alright, so we're 0-2, we're down to 981. Let's go into our third match. 112 out of 150 though, so that's great. Very, very happy to be closer to finishing that mission off. Nobody wants to play today. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Alright. Snoop Dogg. Level 60 from Brazil. We got Sazel, Lovelace, Moses, Prince Jr., and Vermeer. Sazel does not have her bonus versus our Couture, Harmonia, Kenji, and Jody. Jody does not have hers. Thankfully, Snoop Dogg has to go first. Now we've got Vermeer. So the question is, do we want to follow up with Harmonia, or do we want to follow up with Kenji? My daughter is not happy whatsoever. Alright, so we've got Vermeer. Probably going to go in pretty far because a win with Vermeer means that Sazel Lovelace can basically just go all in for basically nothing. So it would benefit me more to use Kenji. However, there won't be enough damage to KO me with Sazel if I play Harmonia. Either way, we're just not going to be able to do enough damage. That's the real issue here. So I guess because we're not going to be able to do a whole lot here, I'm going to play Harmonia. He's going to force at least 1 pill from the opponent and give us 1 back, so we're going to get at least a 2 pill lead. Excellent. Glad I didn't try to chase him down on that. We prevented a very simple KO attempt because we took that one extra off, so Sazzle cannot get to 9 without furying. Here. Now we hurry up and play to Couture. He tries to Fury. 865, 5 times 630. Really just need to block that. Anything else is just gravy. He's not going to be able to beat us with anything else. He may, again, 3-pill. He could 3-pill Prince Jr. He could do something else with Moses in order to try and take me down to 1. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'm really only worried about this KO from Sazzle Lovelace. He's going to be able to get all of his pills back if he fails. So it's as good a thing as any. Excellent. Also happened to stop the 2-pill Prince. If I had tried to calculate the other ones, I would have expected 3-pill Prince Jr. Probably should have played one more in order to try and stop that. So we got very fortunate there that he did not go even further in with Prince Jr. But that has given us an 8-life swing, which is 3 more than what he had. And now that he has Sazzle, I believe I can pretty much stop him. See, Moses is going to be able to get to 1, 2, 3, 7 at max. And if I'm able to do 6 here, that's pretty much going to end it. And there's no way he can beat me with Sazzle. So I believe this is a lock already because he played Sazzle first. So, good game, Snoop Dogg, or Snoop Doog. So the good news is we've won. We're up to 999 ELO. The bad news is we did not get that extra DR, which I really would have enjoyed getting. But that's okay. We are actually trying to win an ELO after all. Alright, let's move on to our 4th match. We are 1-2. Match number 4, level 44 versus Nador. Sodium 1D0R. Very difficult name to pronounce. We are playing all Piranhas. Amaryl, Coco, Ector, Sleeman, and Talgian versus our Berghardt, Kenji, Bert, and Gina Glit. Got Talgian here, who's coming up first. Stopping our bonus. Giving us trouble. He's probably not played much because he's got Ector here waiting in the wings and Sleeman as well. So my guess is he has not played that much at all for Talgian. He's also probably expecting some of this DR. So why don't we go ahead and try to catch him off guard with Kenji. Maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't. Who knows? Alright, didn't need to play that. That's okay. Happy to take any damage I can get, wherever I can get it. Normally I would want to save Kenji because Kenji would be a really good reprisal against Sleeman to prevent the kind of lead with Sleeman. But the biggest issue here being that, or the biggest thing that we have going for us here is that we do have Gina Glit and Bert. So we can pretty much discourage any kind of tomfoolery that way with Sleeman. The real thing we want to do is make sure we get Berghardt off in one of these rounds. So I think I'm going to go ahead and lead with Bert because it's better to lead with Bert. This is going to encourage him to play Sleeman because otherwise I get to choose Gina Glit. And if he's going to choose Sleeman, the question is, do I really want to try and stop him here? Because if I can stop him, then that would be really good, but he's still got Ector going for him. So I think I'm just going to leave Bert with Bert and then hope he goes in a little bit further with Ector. Now I've waited a bit of time in order to play my Bert. This is probably going to make him think that I've played a decent bit of pills. Who knows? He may follow up with Amaryl Coco because that would be a really good play for him because he would gain my bonus and I would lose it. Ector would be a good one because there's no DR whatsoever. And Sleeman is also a possibility because this is the best round for Sleeman to go unless he's willing to accept a Gina Glit -4 damage. So honestly, if I were him, I'd probably go with Ector this round just to make sure because then if I play a low pill Ector because then he can check to see if Bert has gone in. There's the probably low pill Ector. 4 pills? 2! Okay. Even lower. Alright. Because this way, he wanted to keep the 1 extra pill above me so that he could ensure the win with Sleeman. And this is going to be a 0 Emerald Cocoa to give him the +1 pill. Maybe a one pill here. And I don't think there is anything we can do at all against this. He's going to be able to do 6 damage. He's done 4 more than us, so it doesn't matter at all. Good game, Sodium 1D0R. Alright, well, let's put this at 1 and 3, and we are down to 992 ELO. Means if we are going to redeem ourselves whatsoever, we must win this last match. So, let's see how we do. See if anyone will actually fight us from the screen this time. Timeout again? Again? Wow. Alright. Go back, play again. Alright, here we go. Alright, level 109, I believe that's Russia. Monsieur Juan. We got Haken, Loki, Arancha, and Galactia versus our Burgart, Kenji, Jody, and Maurice. This is probably just about one of the least enjoyable hands to come up against here with the deck that we have. Not a whole lot we can do. So the good thing is it's round 1. So probably he could lead with Haken in order to stop our damage. He could lead with Loki in order to skirt under because he's got the power, but he's probably going to save them for when he loses. He could start out with Galactia, and it would not surprise me to see like a 6-pill Galactia lead. So I'm going to assume a 6-pill Galactia lead. We actually want to win this one, which is kind of a pain because I'd love to get the DR, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. So, with a 6-pill Galactia lead, that'll be 48, 38, which means that I need to play 6 as well. Probably should have played 1 more. Given his hand, he would not have an issue probably going into 7. However, also given this, we could see a 0-pill Arancha. The reason we don't want to lead with Kenji is because of the reprisal. We don't want to lead with Burgard because of Haken, and Jody is no good to us right now. Confidence. So it was either Kenji or Maurice that we were going to lead with, and I just didn't want to lead with Kenji again because that 2 damage is going to do nothing versus his hand. There's Galactia. How many pills? I knew I should have played 1 more again. That's twice in a row. Twice in a row. Ah. Alright. I'm just always so afraid of being down in pills by way too much because I just messed up, guessed wrong. And I think this one is all but over, folks. Nothing we can do at this point because we've taken the toxin damage and we do not have nearly enough to get back from anything that this guy has to throw at us. I guess I could try and sneak in Jody, but then we're definitely going to get hit by Loki. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Which is a real shame. I guess we'll 0-pill Jody and see how this goes. Okay, I mean, that's nice, but the issue is that with Loki, now he can basically do quite a nice bit of damage, and then he's going to continue doing damage with the toxin. He does 6 more to me, takes me down to 4. He's going to get me down to at least 2. Which means that if he just leads Loki, it's over, because Burghart's going to get killed by Arancha. And there's nothing I can do about this because I don't have 9 pills. I should have. My only hope against Loki was if I can't even do that because he's got 11, so yep, this game is all but over. That is I'm just gonna speak. That is shocking. Seriously, he's 0-pilled? I cannot believe that. There was no reason to do that whatsoever. He had the game locked. just risked losing everything simply so that he could do something crazy with Arancha? That does not make sense at all, guys. Alright guys, well, we ended this week at 984 ELO. Would I recommend this deck? Not at all. Absolutely horrible game plan. Obviously having that DR is nice when you've got the defense to back it up, but with all this SOA and with a bunch of plus life and things that just get around the DR, it's just totally not worth it, especially when the min is so high. Here, a lot of these with 2 or 3. No, they're not high mins, but they're not going to do us a whole lot of good against anything that isn't a 5-star card. And then even when they did, they were able to just out-damage us because we just didn't have anything good. So ultimately what I would say as well is that that Riots budget half was just not good. Obviously you need something else working for you here, and that was certainly not working for us. Very unfortunate to see that this did not work out quite as well as I was hoping it would, but you know, so be it. There's not a whole lot we can do at this point. Maybe I'll try and pull up my ELO score by playing 1 or 2 with a halfway decent deck after this, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you see that just because you got DR, just because you got extra pills behind you, that doesn't mean that you're just going to be able to win. A lot of the decks that are built for ELO are pretty good ones. They're not bad ones, they're not crazy ones, and you're not going to see a whole lot of low-level players like you might in a tourney deck. So you might be able to get away with this. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you liked this video, then go ahead and hit that like button. And if you really liked it, go ahead and hit the share button. And don't forget to subscribe for more of my Urban Rivals videos. This is Xonia, and you've been in the zone.